Hey, welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Welcome, and today I will be making for you our lemon coconut cake. And I love coconut, and I love lemon more than I love chocolate. So I'm really excited to be able to share this recipe with you today. It's using our new air fryer and oven, and we're going to bake our cake in that oven, and we're going to be using our new pan. There's our 3 pans that you can get as a set as a little accompaniments to our fryer. But I love this. This has the capacity of a 9 by 13 pan, just in the shape that it will fit into that oven. So let me go ahead and show you how we're going to do that. Now the recipe is in our Season's Best Recipe collection. You know, we have a new Season's Best Recipe collection every 6 months with Pampered Chef. And so I'm taking the recipe from there. And the recipe doesn't say how much coconut to use. Well, that is a nice license for me to use as much as I want. In fact, I think I started out with double of what I'm going to use because I'm like, oh, I'm going to use as much coconut, and I think I shouldn't. What I'm going to do today is I am going to toast my coconut in our Pop and Stir. And I love this utensil. It's great for popcorn, but I probably use it less for popcorn and more for candied nuts and for toasted coconut and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the lid up. I don't need the lid for this purpose. And I'm going to take this and set it onto nuts. And I'm going to get it stirring. I'm not going to add any oil to this because there's plenty of oil in the coconut. And I'm just going to put my coconut in and let this just stir. And that's going to take about 6 minutes to toast. I'm going to set it aside while I prepare my cake. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to turn on my oven. I'm going to switch my camera just a little bit. And it's going to be hard for you to see, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press it to turn it on, and I'm going to select top because I'm going to bake. I'm going to select bake, and I need to set it to 350, and I want it to be for 20 minutes. So I'm setting to 350 for 20 minutes, and now it is preheating, okay? So while I prepare my cake, my oven is preheating, and what I need to do first is to zest some lemon. Now, I have lemons, but I think they're kind of small lemons, and I already told you I like lemon a lot. So I'm going to use 2 small lemons, and I've already zested one in our juicer. Now, our cup slicer would be great for this, but I've loaned my cup slicer out, and I don't have it. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my lemon, and I'm just raking my lemon over it to take off the yellow part of the lemon. Now, when I first started with Pampered Chef almost 33 years, well, it's going to be 33 years ago, April 4th, I did my first party. I always loved lemon zest. And I was so happy to start with Pampered Chef and really get some great zesting tools. And they've changed a lot over the years, but I love this because it grates right into the bowl, which is wonderful. And I'm just going to take off my excess here and set this aside. Now, the recipe just says to use half of the lemon juice for our topping. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lemon, I'm going to cut it up with one of our new knives, and this is our new utility knife and our Foundation's new cutlery. And oh my God, these are so sharp, you can't believe it. I'm going to take my lemon and I'm going to squeeze it into my confectioner's sugar. And in my 3-cup prep bowl here, I have 1.25 cups of confectioner's sugar. And I'm going to add the the juice, half the juice that I'm going to use, right? It doesn't specify, so I am kind of going with what I feel is right. And so I'm going to set this aside, and I want to add half of I want to show you my coconut. Look, it's coming along very nicely. It's going to be finished here in just a second. So I'm going to let it just stir that around a little bit, and I'm going to turn it off. All right, I'm taking half of my zest and I'm putting it into my confectioner's sugar and my lemon juice and lemon rind. Now I need to open up a can of coconut milk. All right, and I'm going to show you how to use our can opener. If you're not familiar with it, you put our can opener on top of the can and you twist. All right, it stays on top. And what happens is you twist and you kind of act like you know what you're doing. And then if you're one with your can, you're going to feel it meet on the other side, okay? So I have to stop and be one with my can. Then when you feel it meet, you turn it counterclockwise, and you take the little, there's little pliers here. There's a button there that controls the pliers, and you take the pliers and you pull off the top of your can, and your can is not sharp, nor is your lid. And that is wonderful. You don't have to worry about cutting yourself. I've turned off my coconut, and I can tell it's kind of nice, light, and lightly toasted. I don't like my coconut to be too toasted. Sometimes I don't even toast it, but I thought I would for you today. All right, now I need a 1/4 cup of this coconut milk, and I'm going to just add this to my confectioner's sugar. I'm going to set this aside using our classic scraper. These are good to 650 degrees, guaranteed not to split permanently, stain, or curl. The scraper is adhered to the handle, so it's not going to collect stuff. And if you've ever had scrapers that came off and things collected. Let me see, I needed something else. All right, I need a bowl. Oh, I know what else I needed. I'm going to grab our little small whisk here, and I'm going to whisk up my topping ingredients. Again, I'm using our little 3-cup prep bowl, and this has just made a beautiful glaze that I'll be able to put over my cake. And I'll set that aside for just right now. Now I'm going to take just a white cake mix, and I'm going to use our bag slicer. What's great about this is that it has a blade here, and then it has a little clip. Now, I'm not going to use the clip for this use, but I'm going to take my bag slicer, slice open my bag, and if I was going to, like I was using chips or something like that, I would fold this over, and you could, use that. Some people use clothespins, but our Twixit clips are great for that too, depending on what you're clipping. Anyway, I'm going to take my cake mix and dump it. Culinary term there, dump. And I am going to take 2 eggs, and I'm using our 1-cup prep bowl for this. I'm a little bit late here because I was running to the bank to get out the money to buy some eggs. Only kidding. And remember, you don't want to crack your eggs onto a rim. You want to crack them either on each other or on a flat surface to reduce the chance to have cracked eggshells in your food. So I'm going to add 2 eggs, and I am adding the rest of the coconut milk. And put this away, I don't need this anymore. And now I'm going to add the rest of my lemon juice. So again, I'm going to cut my lemon in half. I'm going to use my juicer again. I use both my juicer and my citrus press and my juicer. It just depends whether I need to measure. If I don't need to measure, I use my citrus press. If I'm measuring, I use my juicer. Or if I'm using the zest. And so now I have the zest. And again, the recipe did not call for how much lemon juice to use. It said the juice of 1 lemon. And I had small lemons, so I went with that. Now what I'm going to use is our whisk tongs. And these are great to flip burgers with, but I also like to use this to mix with. And I'm just mixing up my batter ingredients here in my 2-quart batter bowl. Now, I think most of you probably have our 2-quart batter bowl. I call it the Bachelor Bowl. Beer, cereal, that's all they need. And so I'm just whisking this up. See how it really is efficient. It smells like coconut. I'm very excited about that. And I'm just going to give this a good scrape. Set it aside for just a moment. And now I'm going to take my pan that I told you about, and I'm going to just spritz it. And I'm going to use our spritzer, which is wonderful. You can use, your vegetable oil in here, whatever oil you prefer to use. And I'm just going to spritz it. Oh, after so many years with Pampered Chef, we finally got a great one. Love this thing. All right, so Mom, I have my pan that's prepared, and I'm just going to whisk this up one more time a little bit. It had time just to set a little bit. And I'm going to take my batter, put it in my pan. And I did hear my oven beep, so I know that it's preheated. I love how my scrapers just lick the sides of my bowl. And there is my cake. So easy, you guys, and it's only 6 ingredients if you count the coconut. It's a lemon, a can of coconut milk, powdered sugar, 2 eggs, and a box of white cake mix and coconut. And you could also use additional lemon rind if you wanted to. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my lemon rind in here. See? I make mistakes all the time, god darn it. And I am just human. All right, I'm just going to stir that in. Just like that. We say that we're not pampered. I mean, we're not perfect, we're pampered. And for 33 years, I can certainly say I've been pampered. All of the wonderful consultants you see in our team will not do mistakes like me. That's our cake. Boy, does it smell good. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in my oven. There we go. Just like that. And it says to add the food. And I press the button and it went to 20 minutes and it's going to beep and tell me when it's finished. Now, I'm not going to keep you on here for 20 minutes. I'll come back and show you a picture of my completed product. But what I'm going to use is my Brilliance pan here with the rack. And I'm going to let my cake cool for 5 minutes when it comes out. And then I'm going to turn it upside down and cool it. And I'm going to cool it for 5 minutes in the pan. Then I'm going to take it out, turn it upside down, and I'm going to put this glaze all over the top. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with this toasted coconut. So that I did in our pop and stir. So anyway, that is our lemon cake made in our new air fryer and oven. For somebody who is single, doesn't think they need appliances like that, I use it all the time. And not just because I'm doing Pampered Chef, but because it's so handy. And I don't have to turn on my big Viking stove every time I want to use my oven. Love it for that. And the air fryer is amazing. It gets things very crispy, which I really, really like. So I'm totally impressed with our new air fryer. You need to get that at 60% off, so you'd better book your party. There's still time to have one by the end of March. And we would love for you to join our team. Did you know that for $25 you can start Pampered Chef? And when you do $12.50 in your first month, which we will help you, and it happens all the time, and it's not hard to do. When you do $12.50 in your first month, you're going to get a bunch of bonuses, and we'll be talking about that throughout the party. But you're going to get this little puppy for free. So this is the month to just give Pampered Chef a good college try. Give it a try. Just 30 days. There's more of a commitment to a bowling team. And, if you don't like it, you can walk away and keep all your Pampered Chef goodies and just say, hey, I gave it a good try. But you know what? You just might fall in love with it. And in 33 years, you might be like me saying, man, am I glad I said yes. So Thank you all for joining us. We just totally appreciate you, and we will see you around. Bye for now.